Hey everyone, it's Lizzie and welcome back to my channel. Today we are setting up our September monthly budget, and I will also be walking you guys through me setting up our bill tracker and how I fill out that page. So if you're interested to see how I am planning out our September budget, then keep on watching. I am so excited about September for a few reasons. The first one is that it is our anniversary month. We will be celebrating our 9-year wedding anniversary on the 22nd, and I can't wait. And I just love the fact that I can do life with my best friend. So we're excited. We have a few things planned for this month for our celebration, and you can see that I love fall. Fall is my all-time favorite season. I live in Florida, so we don't really have, the fall sweater weather during this time, but I still love fall. So I got my little background changed up. I hope you guys like it. I'm kind of feeling it here. And we still have our reminder over here to be a nice human. So there's that. But anyways, let me know what your favorite season is and how you plan for the upcoming, season. So yeah, a few things going on in the month. So I first like to start off our planning by mapping things out on the calendar. And actually the planner that I'm using right here, this digital planner, is from an Etsy shop, and it's from Creating with Lucy on Etsy. I love her stuff, and I just decided to merge my budgeting with her digital planner. So yeah, that's what's going on. So there's a few things that we have to think about when we're planning out for the month. So we have a couple of trips that we're doing. So we're going to Disney, guys. Oh, I'm so excited. We're actually going to Disney tomorrow. So I'm filming this on Tuesday, the last day of August, but we're going to Disney tomorrow. We got some, it was like a deal for Florida residents. So we are going for 2 days on the 1st and then also the 7th. But there's some news as well that we are kind of switching things up. So probably what we are planning out right now for September, it might change. So when we do our monthly budgeting, it's typically just a guessing game because we are a one income / variable income household. So right now we just plan out the bare bones. So what are the needs for us during the month? And that is where we start off first. Then when we get to the actual paychecks, that is where we really get into detail and focused. I just wanted to make a note of that. So we have a couple of Disney trips, we have our anniversary, and that's pretty much what is going on. We also have a couple of birthdays. It's a lot that I'm still working to fill in, but I have everything on my phone. So with our monthly budget and bill tracker, we first plan out our monthly budget in an app called EveryDollar. I have a tutorial where I explain how to set up a monthly budget if you want to use EveryDollar, but the app, it looks like this. So it's this green app right here, and that's how the app looks on your app store. So you can download it, it is free. And we first make a plan of our budget that way. So I'm first going to show you how I fill out the bill tracker because this is super important. So let me zoom you guys in just a bit, and that way I can walk you through my process of filling out the bill tracker, and then we plan out for the month. Okay, got you guys zoomed in here, and you're gonna see that I have a different worksheet. So these worksheets, they should be out this month. I put some pink, it's like a pink purple and a very, very light pink color here. So I plan on having a couple of new worksheets available so that way you can use it for any month. So these are undated, and you can just, select what month you are budgeting for. Okay, so with the bill tracker, what you do is you fill out all of the bills that you have. These are typically the fixed expenses that you have, but I do include my water bill. That's a variable expense for me. I like to include that so that way we can keep separating aside funds for that bill when it comes due, when we find out what the dollar amount is. Okay, so how is it that you fill out a bill tracker? So as you can see up at the top, I wrote in what our estimated paydays are. So we pay ourselves once a week from our business. And I have highlighted when I know we need to have the funds for that bill ready to be paid in the bank account. And when you see it laid out this way, it allows you to know, okay, how many paydays you have leading up to that bill. So with the larger expenses like MediShare for us, which is our affordable healthcare coverage, and then our rent, we can see, okay, we can set aside a specific portion from each paycheck for that bill. So when we're setting up our September, I can see if we take the $316 for that total bill, and I'm going to divide it by the number of paydays leading up to when we have to have the total ready to pay. So we have 5 paydays. So I divide it by 5, and it tells me that we should allocate $63.20 from that paycheck for that bill. So I'm actually going to write that in, and I'm going to do this again for rent so that way you can follow along. If you are paid bi-weekly, you will do the same thing and you'll just divide it by 2. Okay, now for rent. Rent is $1,500 for us, and we're going to divide it by 5 paydays. So now we know that we are going to set aside from each of these paychecks $300 for rent. So when you see me write up our paycheck budget and you see rent is $300, that's really not what our rent cost is. It's much more than that, but we only set aside a portion of that. So I hope that this explains our bill tracker process a little bit better. For those that are just coming across my channel, this is how we like to map out our bills for the month. And now I'm just gonna mark off the rest of these bills. Okay, so we have completed the bill tracker. I filled in all of the numbers, and I also planned for the upcoming month. So we're also making sure that we're setting funds for the larger bills for the following month by the same way, dividing up how many paydays you have leading up to when that bill is due. So if you guys have any questions at all about the bill tracker, let me know in the comments and I'll hope to address them for you. So now that we have that all planned out, we're gonna go ahead and write up what the monthly budgeted amount is. So first thing, you'll write in what your income is, and for us, it's just my hubby that gets paid, and then I also get some side income as well. And if there is any miscellaneous, we will include that. So for the budgeting, I don't share our income numbers just for privacy reasons, because my husband is self-employed and it's his income that is per his wishes. So I'm gonna go ahead and just share other numbers from our budget. So you'll write in what your income is. And then on my worksheet, I have a giving section right beneath it, because we are a family that truly believes in giving, because the Bible says to do that. You know, if you see a family in need, you are to give and help them out if you're able to do so. So we don't want to be greedy with our funds or with anything that we have. We really want to be a blessing to people that we come into contact with and really be God's hands and feet. That is our passion. So in the giving section, we do give a tithe, and that would be from what our income is. Based on what we truly receive, we'll take 10% of that and we give it to our church. But we also incorporate an extra offering. So we have a blessing envelope. So we will also be giving a blessing. We plan on giving a blessing of, our budgeted amount to bless is $260. So the total for this is going to be the $260. And then what is left over to budget out, $4,420. So then we move on into the fixed expenses, and where I'm going to be getting these numbers from is actually over here. So this is our monthly fixed expenses. So I'm going to go ahead and just write in what these numbers are, minus this water bill, because I don't know what the true bill is for this. We get it maybe 2 weeks or so before it's actually due. So that is going to go under the variable expenses portion. So let me just write up these numbers. I have all of those expenses written in here. These are the fixed expenses, the ones that the dollar amount, it never changes monthly. You're probably wondering where our phone bill is. We do have a phone bill, but when we had switched to Verizon, they were doing a promotion where if we brought our own phone, they gave us $300 for each phone. So for my husband and I, we received $600 as a gift card, and we've just been using that balance to pay for our phone for the past few months. So that's been really nice to be able to have that as a form of savings where we can do other things with that income. So now let me go ahead and add up this column right here. The total that I am getting right now is $2,502.52. All right. So then we move on to the variable expenses. And I am just leaving this up top because that is a utility bill and it is a variable expense. Then the rest is from our cash envelopes and also my husband's personal spending because he uses that in his bank account. So we have, I'm just gonna go in order based on what's on my app. So we have gas and we're gonna budget out $100. Then we have eating out, and we're gonna do a bare bones budget of $150. Keep in mind, these are just budgeted numbers. So if we end up going over, that's okay because we're really paycheck budgeters. $900, and then we have a miscellaneous, and we're gonna budget out $50, and that's it for that. Okay, so let's add this up and see where we're at. So we are at $880. So if we take, oops, I didn't add the remaining. So let's do the $44.20, which is the remaining up here. And we're gonna subtract this fixed expenses, $2502.52. Okay, that leaves us with $1,917.48. So then we take that and we subtract the $880, and that leaves us with $1,037.48 left to budget out. So now, just to let you know, we do still utilize the percentage method, which is living off of 80 or 70%. It depends on what our income is. So I just wanted to make a note of that. So now we have our sinking funds, and our sinking funds that we are allocating is beauty. We are just gonna do a budget of $6 for that. our car maintenance. Maintenance. Okay. We're gonna do $50. Christmas. Oh, Christmas is coming. We're gonna put 101. My husband's birthday. We are gonna put $10 as a budgeted amount. Then we have our fun. We're gonna be budgeting out $50. The reason why this one is a little bit more and why car maintenance is because you all, if you saw our live or if you follow me on Instagram, then you know that there's been some work done on my car. We have an update to share, but once we get the final news, I'll go ahead and I'll be able to share that with you guys. And then our fun, we're gonna add 50 because we have a trip that is being planned for, or that is planned for the holidays. We'll be visiting family and I'm so excited. We have our gifts, is getting $30. Health is getting $5, and health is for like vitamins and that sort of thing. And then my birthday is gonna be getting the 10. Pet is 5. And then we're also, I'm just gonna write in here, savings challenge. Because we are participating in the Budget Moms Savings Challenge, so I don't know what the budgeted amount is, so I'm just gonna leave that blank. So let me go ahead and add this up and see what we're left with. So 6 plus 50 plus 101 plus 10 plus 50 plus 30 plus 5 plus 10 plus 5. So $267. So if you take the 1037.48 minus 267, you're left with $770.48 left to budget. So then we move on to this section over here, and it's the goal amount. This is for savings or for debt. So we've already taken care of the sinking funds, but there's still other items that we do want to save for. So first couple here is going to be for emergency, and then the 1 month ahead account. So for emergency, what I have here on my Every Dollar app, again, these are just budgeted amounts. So I have 130 cents, and then the 1 month ahead, we have $100. The next savings goal is for our home, and also we want to start contributing to a medical specific account. Since we are self-employed, we can no longer, and we don't have a high deductible insurance, we can no longer contribute to a health savings account. So we can't have a health savings account. We do still have a health savings account with a balance, so we'll just be using that up, and then from then on we'll have to use our own funds to cover any medical costs. So I want us to really be adamant about saving for future medical expenses. So the home fund is going to be getting hopefully $100 minimum, and then for medical minimum, hopefully we can put $50 for that. And then this last one is for retirement. And the minimum I'm hoping that we can put is $40. It's probably going to be more, but I'm hoping it could be that. So now if we add up the 100.30 plus the 100 plus the 150 plus 40. That gives us a total budgeted amount of $390 with 30 cents. Okay, so if we take this 770.48 and we subtract the 390.30, we are left with $380.18. So we're not at a zero-based budget. However, as we said over here, we're planning ahead for upcoming bills. So I'm actually going to change up variable expense just to have a note. And I'm gonna put next month up there. And I'm gonna have that be the 380.18. So I just wanted to do it that way so you can see where I got this number. So let me go ahead and change these remaining amounts. That way it can for sure be a zero-based budget. So I went ahead and I changed up those numbers, including that next month rollover. So now the remaining amount over here is $390.30. $390.30 is what our total budget goal is. So this is for the month of September, and our month goal is to be a part of the savings challenge, and we also are going to be selling a large item, and I want to also eat out less. So those are just a couple of goals that we have for the month, but that is what our whole September looks like. Just so you know, we are participating in a savings challenge by the Budget Mom, as I mentioned. It is the Spin the Wheel Sunday, and I will be putting those funds in here along with the Budget with Bren's Savings Challenge. So I'm really excited about this. So I'll be putting those in here. And then for the Spin the Wheel, I have this fun app right here where I will be figuring out by clicking what amount I will be saving. So hopefully we can make savings a priority. But yeah, guys, this is everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys right here in a brand new video. Bye guys.